Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome to a recap of Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Yes. I'm very excited to talk about this. So, when we were coming up with the movie idea thing, a little backstory. If you listened last week, you heard I'm not a big movie person. I'm a very character-oriented person, and it's hard for me to get into characters from a movie that I've seen for like 2 hours.
Well, hey, Scooby Doo is like a freaking franchise.
No, I know,
so
and that's why I said one. It's Scooby Doo. I know
Yeah.
all of Scooby Doo. I know the main character. I know all of them. Loved all of them, and also the fact that it was a childhood movie that I watched as a child, and like when I was really in the movie because I was a kid and I watched whatever the fuck was on, which this was on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had the VHS. That's how old it was, and I was like watching that. I would watch it all the time, and I told you this. I don't know if you remember this. There's one scene in this movie that I could not watch as a child.
Oh, I think I must know what it is. Maybe, I don't know. Because I watched your rewatch thing, but like I skimmed your rewatch thing because I was fucking tired. So I watched Scooby Doo, and then I went and I watched your thing, and I'm not sure which one it was.
I don't know if I said it in my reaction or not. I don't know, but
I don't know either.
maybe.
So
I talked a lot on that.
there's some parts. No, yeah. There's some parts that I do want to like point out. I've made like little mental notes that I want to point out. So like I've got thoughts.
Okay.
Or I've got fun thoughts.
Again,
like,
yeah,
just
because
fun little random
this
things.
movie actually is like every Scooby Doo fan says this is the best Scooby Doo movie.
Really?
Yes, because this was the first time where Scooby Doo actually got like pretty dark and like pretty like serious,
I
and
can
like the
see
stakes
that.
were actually like
Yeah.
legit.
Cause they're like actually like, they're like kind of fucking real. Like maybe yeah they were like brought up by like this lady, but like they're not like a guy in a suit. They're not a guy in a mask.
Yes.
Like, which is like, oh, that's different. Oh shit, this is actually real.
Yeah, and also they brought them here to kill them.
Yeah.
It's always about like keeping their land or getting money normally in Scooby Doo, but like no, this was like, hey, we're gonna kill you. Like, it's so dark and like disturbing for a kids movie, but it's so good because it still keeps the Scooby Doo formula as well. It doesn't feel different, but gives it a twist, which I love.
I used to watch the old Scooby Doos when I was a kid, like the OG cartoon Scooby Doo. We used to put it on in the car when I was way younger. More at my dad's, I think, because we had like the little TV screen that came down in the car. We would watch that. We watched the Tomorrow People. We had our TV in the car favorites, and I feel like Scooby Doo is one of them, if I remember correctly. But I'm very partial to the movie, like the big movie, like the live action.
Yeah, no, those are also great too. Like that was like it was so good, but
I'm obsessed with that movie, man. I every time like I stumble upon it, I'm like, fuck, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
So how was your week before we jump into the movie? How was your week?
I'm about to be unbearable because 911 is back.
Oh shit, I forgot. I should have messed up. I should have just kept going.
Yay. I'm not gonna get too much into it, obviously. But it's the first episode back of season 8B. And I'm like before I was like, oh god, please don't queerbait us, like they're please make them get together, because like I feel like they gotta there's no way where else for them to go. This episode confirmed that it's happening for me. Like they may not have said it fucking aloud, but like there were looks in the eyes, they were arguing like an old married couple. When Eddie was subletting his place, Buck was also there, just in the background, giving like pointers and be like, oh well, the house actually da-da-da. I'm like, this is a fucking married couple subletting their fucking house. I'm like, are you absolutely kidding me? But oh my god, there's the leaked scene that someone filmed from across the street of Eddie leaving is going to be in the next episode, because this was part one of a two-parter. Maddie got kidnapped. Oh my god, it's stress city over here. Okay. But very excited about it. If you guys want to know more, I did upload my first video back in a very long time.
Yeah.
So I'm back. I've also like set up my schedule to film. I filmed the first episode of Squid Game season 2. Stressed me the fuck out. There was okay, 2 Russian roulette games in one episode is like a little too much for me, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's really good.
I was sitting there going, I couldn't fucking handle it. I was like, this motherfucker, like, he was just like a dude in the last season, like, let's play some takchi, like
Dude,
not
he's
really.
insane, and
He's fucking insane.
I kind of love him, which is why, spoiler alert, I was sad that he died.
He was like, dude, when he was like holding guns up to like his head, he was like, he had the crazy smile on, like
when he deep throated the gun. I was like, I love you, you're great, and then he dies. I'm like, oh shit, never mind.
Well, bye.
Yeah, don't worry. I do have a new favorite who you will learn about later.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah, I've only watched the first episode so far, but my schedule has me watching the rest over the next 3 days, I believe. Yeah, so I'm doing 2 tomorrow, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday.
Dope.
I'm also doing Exo Kitty season 2 on those days, and I'm gonna film a reaction to the movie The Substance, which I think was Oscar nominated. If correct me if
It
I'm
was.
sure
It was. My friends were talking about it last night.
And I have no idea what it's about.
It's a horror movie.
But I thought that would. Oh fuck.
I'm pretty sure it's the horror movie that they were talking about.
No.
That's all I know.
Maybe I think I picked wrong. I don't want to watch a horror movie because I was gonna make it the first movie that I put on my Patreon. I was gonna do 1 movie a week, for my Patreon. I don't want to do a horror movie. Is it like, oh, what if it's really gross? I can't handle that.
Oh, I have no idea. I know nothing about it except I think they were talking about it with a horror movie.
Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll watch Moana 2 or some shit. I don't have the heart for horror movies. I have the heart for it. That's it. And that's not even a horror movie. That's like a Goonies movie. You know, that's like an adventure with kids movie. Like that's not even horror. I can't handle horror. But yeah, I'm excited. I've rebranded everything again, so I'm sorry to everyone who followed me because they like K-pop. But I've returned back to Effie Watches Things, because I kind of fell out of love with K-pop, so that's kind of sad. I'll always love the K-pop I've had though. I still listen to my Bad Bitch playlist. It makes me feel good, and it's pretty much all K-pop. So, but I rebranded. I've fixed up my Patreon. I have to make sure the pricing still works, and I've fixed up my channel. Everything is now rebranded. All my intros and outros for my videos rebranded. I have a Patreon section for my videos set up, but I have nothing on there yet that's concurrent to my current channel. So once it is, that will be in the videos. Yep. But rebrand, woo, woo. Also, if you guys have suggestions on shows and you want to drop them, and you just listen here, and you're like, actually, wait, it'd be funny if I ever watch this. Let me know.
Well, I'm sure since it's a Scooby Doo podcast, I'm sure you'll get Scooby Doo recommendations.
Could be. If you want me to rewatch the live actions, I'm fucking down.
Rewatch that. I was gonna say there are a lot of like during this like 1998, I think what was it 2000, 2001. There were like 4 like directed DVD Scooby Doo movies that are like great as well. Like along with this one, there's Witch's Ghost, there's Alien Invaders, and there's Cyber Chase.
Interesting.
That's like in the same like universe as this one. So where like the monsters are kind of like real, but they're like a twist or something. So it's like
it's an option. I don't think when I was watching it last night, I did actually run it by my head. I was like, man, I could react to this, and I was like, I don't feel like this is a reacty kind of thing for me. Like I feel like it's more of a like just lay down on my sofa and just put it on and be like, oh cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your week?
It was fine. Last night was the only real thing that happened was I went to my friend's show.
Oh.
She was in Steel Magnolias.
Oh yeah, Steel Magnolias. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, she was Shelby, who was Julia Roberts in the movie. If anyone knows that, I don't know if you do. It was good. I liked it. It was very funny. And then afterwards we kind of went out, hung out, got drinks, all that stuff. So, but yeah, I've mainly just been like reacting, editing, doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, not much on my end. Anyway, Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Scooby Doo.
Let's get down to it. So, we literally start off on a dark and stormy night. We see a castle. There's lightning, thunder, rain.
Yep.
We get some shots of the castle exterior and then interior. It's very like dramatic. And then we see a door at the end of the hallway. And these 2 giant green hands rip the door apart. And there we see Mr. Incorporated, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby. Scared. Fred, Daphne, and Velma run one way. Scooby and Shaggy are there panic for a bit before separating, leaving Shaggy alone.
Uh-oh.
And the moat monster chases him. He tries to lock himself in a room, but then he appears behind him. Classic Scooby Doo situation. Classic. He takes the doorknob off and throws it on his head by accident. Very goofy Scooby Doo. Very back to the Scooby Doo roots. And then he called out, "Scooby Doo, where are you?" before the theme song starts to play.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Yes.
Where are you?
And so pretty much we get a montage of this chase sequence where the Mo Monster's trying to capture them. At some point, Daphne and Velma are hanging off the edge of the castle. Fred holds on to them.
Obviously, I know it's because the monster guy came from this side, and so he had to be
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, he was ready to drop Velma for Daphne.
we all know Fred and Daphne are a thing. It makes sense he's more willing to cling on to her than Velma.
It's like, damn, poor Velma.
Yeah, it's fine. She grabbed onto Daphne's foot by the end, and then Shaggy pulled her up.
Go.
So it's fine. She's okay.
It's fine. She's fine.
Because otherwise he would have pulled her up over him, and then the monster would have got her instead.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's is like death by monster or death by falling off a castle?
And hey, it's into a moat below, so
you can swim.
You can swim.
Yeah, it's fine.
Absolutely.
I don't know if she can swim. Who knows? She might lose her glasses. That would be an issue.
Jinkies, my glasses.
So then, after, like every Scooby-Doo, Scooby accidentally traps a monster by goofing around, and it's revealed to be Mr. Beeman, who was, I guess, printing money and trying to, do that stuff.
Doing bad CEO old man shit.
Yes.
Old white CEO shit.
Exactly, yeah. But then it's revealed that this was Daphne's story. She was on a talk show, and she was explaining her past mystery-solving stories because the gang is no longer together. And she starts explaining how now she had her own show where she traveled across America, and reveals that her next season of her show, she's going to look for real ghosts and real monsters and try to capture them for real, because after a while, it was just being a man in a mask. It just got boring after a while.
Side note, when she said that, I thought she was going somewhere with that and not just so I'm gonna look for real ghosts. I thought when she said it's always I realize it's always a man behind a mask, I was like, sick, are we just going after the corporate elite now? I thought she was going that direction.
No. She wants real monsters. She wants a legit.
She wants the real monsters.
She wants to capture.
I thought we were doing investigative journalism on the corporate elite. I was like, fuck yeah, Daphne, let's do it.
I mean, they've kind of already been doing that, with capturing all these. They've been there, done that. They want real legit monsters. She also explains that Fred is with her because Fred's her cameraman and I guess one-man crew for her show. So her and Fred stay together. And she does talk about how she does miss the old gang and they don't really see each other anymore because of them being separated and everything. And we see Fred get an idea after he hears that. Then we cut to Scooby and Shaggy, who are security in an airport.
Poor decision making on that hiring manager's part.
Looking for contraband from other parts of the world that should not be there.
No.
Yeah.
But I was like, airport, yes. I was like, but why would you hire them? I mean, best of love to my stoner besties, but why would you hire them?
Well, when they go in, because they find contraband, Scooby finds it, they go into the contraband room with all the food.
All the food.
And they're like, here's an idea. And we don't exactly see what the idea is right away, but anyone who knows Scooby-Doo knew exactly where this was going.
Also, can I say, is this what I sound like? Saying I'm doing it now. Saying in the beginning every fucking sentence, because I was watching it and I was like, did he say this much in the original, at the very beginning of every fucking sentence?
He did.
I think is this what I sound like as a Californian? Like this, like that. Oh my god, like this, like that. I'm fully aware that I sometimes do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know that's always been a Shaggy, Shaggy thing. In pretty much every iteration of Scooby-Doo, it's always been zoinks or whatever. Or
yeah, I know he says it, but I was like, I don't remember him saying this fucking much.
So we don't see what happened with the contraband yet, but we see Velma working at a bookstore that she owns,
Yes.
and she's talking to someone to put books in a hole or whatever, and she's also watching the Daphne show. And then Fred calls her, and she seems very excited about what he has to offer.
Woo.
Yes. And then later, Scooby and Shaggy's boss comes in, sees the room pretty much empty, with Scooby and Shaggy having very large bellies, and he pretty much fired them on the spot.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, 100%.
It's food that isn't allowed in the country. The fact that you ate it is probably illegal.
Yeah. They probably could have got arrested, but I guess they just got fired instead.
Like, I was watching, I think I'd mentioned this in a previous thing, but when I binge watched the show How to Die Alone, which is, like, takes place in an airport, at one point there's, like, an episode where she goes to, like, the contraband locker looking for drugs, but, like, for, like, her pain, because, like, they wouldn't, like, prescribe her something, so they're like, there must be something in the contraband room, let's go look. And there's, like, so much fucking, like, food and meat, and he was like, no, this is, you're thinking of the other contraband room, this is for the food. And he's like, I maybe could give you this, and it was like a fancy ass steak, and they're like, a fancy ass steak went missing, and they're like, fuck. So it's like, this would be a problem if he just fucking ate everything.
Yeah, probably. So then we have Fred outside of Daphne's house waiting for her to come out. And he's like, hey, you got everything? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. What's up? And Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby all jump out of the back of the car, surprising her because it's her birthday that she completely forgot about.
It's her birthday. Oh, she's too busy to remember her birthday.
Yeah. And so they decide that they're going to get the gang back together to look for real monsters this time. Velma brings out some old Scooby snacks that aren't very good, apparently.
Old.
Yeah, stale. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they go looking for real monsters, which gives us our second montage, which is them looking for monsters but finding out they're fake, with a song called "The Ghost Is Here."
Can I just say, is this like an alternate universe where everyone's like has like everyone's job is to like be a fake monster, because like they're everywhere.
Well, that's Scooby Doo.
No, I know that's Scooby Doo, but I just found it really funny as I was watching it. I was just like, bro, how many are there? Is there like an epidemic of people of fake monsters like in the world? Like it's just like, oh, it's probably just Bill from around the corner. He likes to dress up as a monster.
That's kind of like the whole point of what Scooby Doo has always been, is that it's always someone fake, and like that's kind of like their go-to. Like, hey, I want money, I'll dress up as a monster, scare them away, or I want this land, I'll dress them up, scare them. Like, just instead of like, doing anything the right way or illegally or whatever, they're just like, hey, I'll dress up as a monster and scare people away. That's just what they think in the Scooby Doo world. I don't know.
I know, it makes me think of is there an alternate universe though? Scooby Doo universe.
Oh, I'm sure there are multiple different Scooby Doo universes.
The multiverse, the Scooby Doo multiverse.
Yeah, because even though they say a lot that it's always like a man and a monster and it's never really anything supernatural, that's actually not entirely true.
No, it's not, because then shit happens in this movie for one.
Yeah.
And also Skull Island. There's like fucking their souls are fucking
Island?
plucked out of their butt.
Or Spooky Island.
Spooky, thank you. Oh my god, I was thinking of Skull. I think that's King Kong or something. Skull Island.
I don't know where Pony Island.
That's what I meant.
Oh no, I do know where.
Spooky Island.
Okay, continue.
Spooky Island. Okay. Yes, like their souls are fucking plucked from their bodies. Like.
Yeah, but to counterpoint that, at the end of the day, actually it ends up being scrappy, but it's like a regular, like it all ends up being like man or dog, like a
someone that does do it, but
yeah.
like there's still an element to it.
That would actually, this movie came out before that, so like technically that hadn't happened yet in this. But like there were a few episodes of like old Scooby Doo iterations where there were kind of like real monsters. Yeah. So like I personally believe that a bunch of the Scooby Doo movies or shows they're like all different universes, where I think this universe they're in now is one where they have yet to come across a real monster until this movie.
Or you could all add it to the lore as one timeline, and then you could be like, there used to be real monsters in the world, but now people are masquerading as them to get what they want. We've extinguished the real monsters. That's done. And every once in a while they'll find like someone like this. Someone real will pop up. But like it's mainly just people like taking advantage of the fact that there used to be real monsters.
I mean, maybe. That would be interesting to
Fun
dive
lore.
into. I don't know.
The Scooby Doo lore. The real video we need.
Oh, I'm sure it's already out there.
I'm sure. There are so many like lore videos for a lot of things. There has to be a Scooby Doo one.
Yeah. So in the montage, again, it's pretty much them finding monsters. They all end up being fake, while The Ghost Is Here plays in the background, which is a great song. Not the best though. The best one comes later.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah. No, yeah, don't worry, we'll get there. It's great. So afterwards, Fred, Daphne, and Velma are sitting on a bench. Daphne's pissed. She's like, I came here to find real monsters. It's just been fake. And I'm like, yeah, just like it used to be. And she's like, that's not what I want, though. So then they hear from Alina, who is, she says she's the young chef on Moonscar Island, and that house and that island is really haunted.
She's hot.
Well, Fred thinks so too.
Yes, she's hot, which is why about like 2 scenes into this, I went, "Oh, she's bad."
Yeah. How quickly did you put together what was going on?
Really, but like I honestly didn't pay much attention to Simone for some reason. My brain would like just kind of outcasted her. But like every time Lena popped up, I was like, "Oh yeah, she did it."
Yeah.
I must be on like a really weird roll this week because in 911 there was a like a plot twist like that. Like this person that had been helping him throughout the episode turned out to be the one behind everything, you know, at the beginning of the first part, and then kidnapped Maddie. But like throughout the first second I met her, I went, nah, it's her.
Yeah.
And I was right, which I'm never really right, which is really exciting for me. But like I was like, oh, it's probably like it's so obvious though, so I'm just being dumb. And my mom did not see it. Some of my friends did not see it. There were like plot twists, and people on TikTok were like, "Oh my god, plot twist!" I was like, "Was it really? Maybe I'm smart. This is so exciting. I've never been this smart before." But maybe I'm on a roll this week, bro.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just easily picking who it is. So I was like, you. I can be a detective this week.
Yeah. So Lena does say like she works at a haunted house. That's real. And they're like, "Okay, let's go." Like, we'll go. They go get Scooby and Shaggy. They're eating giant sandwiches, and Scooby secretly eats all the meat from Shaggy's sandwich. And he's like, well, that wasn't very good.
The meat, the veggies, everything.
Pretty much everything but the bread.
He put so much hot sauce on that, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Hot sauce and spices plays a part in this movie.
Yes.
Peppers.
Was that okay? That's my question though. Was it involved in like why everything was happening, or was it just there?
There's a reason why the peppers are there, and they kind of they do help Scooby and Shaggy later in the movie.
They do, yeah.
So it like
I wasn't sure
a lot of little things like we come back full circle.
Because like I think halfway through the movie, I was like, it either has to do with Lena, or it has to do with the peppers, or it has to do with both.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing towards the end. Or towards the middle. I was sticking to it.
So the gang does go. They follow Lena along the way. They get to the dock where they meet Jacques, who is the ferryman.
This was the one plot twist for me.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay, shit. That was actually I came out of nowhere. I see.
Yeah. So they go, and Fred starts filming the bayou as they are. Driving on the water? What's the boat term for like floating?
Sailing.
What?
Sailing?
I mean, that works. I mean, it's not a sailboat, but it's like driving on the water. Like, what's the boat term for that? Like, is it driving?
It's not driving. I can say.
That's what I kept saying. I'm like, no, that's not what. Like, it's not sailing because that's sailing like a sail. Like, is it? Like,
if you want to sound poetic, you say gliding.
Gliding. I mean, floating. I don't like. They're just.
They're not floating though. They're
what's the
speeding? They're I don't even fucking know. What's the boat word for driving?
I don't know. Wait, regardless, they're on the boat. They are sailing away. I guess whatever. Jacques is explaining all about Moonscar Island and the pirate and Morty Moonscar, and giving us a little bit of lore about that. But also, Lena sees Scooby, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you had a dog."
Shit.
And they're like, what? Oh, like, are you allergic? And she's like, no, but my, like, boss, Miss Lenoir, has cats.
And is one.
Yeah, well, so is she, and so is Jacques, and so is everyone else on this
Yeah.
island.
Fucking cat.
And so Shaggy's like, oh, don't worry, he's great with cats. It's fine.
I think this is the okay. Maybe it's because I'm very like I need to have more patience when it comes to like. Maybe this is why I'm never like I don't want a kid. Like because like the second he starts going after those fucking cats, I'm like, dude, he said to be chill. Like, and I know he's a fucking dog.
Yeah,
but
I'm
like,
are you? What the?
I know he's a dog. I know he's a dog. But so like it's but like my brain also supplies the fact that he's a dog that can say things. Like he's a dog that can talk basically. And so I'm like, why aren't you listening? You said you would be chill. What the fuck, bro? Like maybe I just I don't have the patience for it. Yeah. I don't have the patience for like kids or like not listening or things like that drive me nuts.
Yeah, so as they drive, Scooby sees a big catfish named Big Mona, who spits in his face. And he tries to whack at it, but then him and Shaggy fall into the water with the alligators. And Jacques tries to turn the boat around, trying to get them. They throw a life vest, life preserver thing, and the alligator eats it. And then they get pulled up by Snakebite Scruggs and his hunting pig, Mojo.
Damn. It's a big ass pig.
Yeah. And he pretty much yelled at them. He's like, stupid tourist, I almost got Big Mona. And he's pretty much hates tourists and gives Scooby and Shaggy back to Jacques and sail away.
Yeah, every time like people like this popped up, I was like, not him.
Yeah.
Red herring.
Yeah. He's this typical red herring where it's like, it's too obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a red herring and Bo was a red herring.
Yeah.
The two of them were red herrings for me. I was like, nah, too easy.
Yeah. So then they continue to sail off to Moonscar Island. Once they're there, the cars get off, and they drive to Miss Lenoir's house. And then they see all the cats. And Scooby's like, oh, what? Cats? Let me see. And thus, he jumps out of the car, starts chasing all the cats, running around, messes up Bo's garden. They was just planting stuff, chases the cats, and then knocks down Simone, Miss Lenoir, in the process.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the first time you hear him go, a dog where? Is that the first time you hear him say that in the movie? Okay. Because, like, I will point, I want to point something out about, like, the third one that pops up when he says it.
Oh, okay.
He says it a third time.
Well, I know that was a thing in, like, some Scooby Doo iterations. He's always like, oh, a dog. Yeah. Like, when someone refers to him as a dog, he's like, what? Who? Where?
Yeah. I wonder if that's part of the lore you could come up with. Like, ooh, why does he say
I watched a video where someone said that Scooby Doo was an alien, and that's why he's always shocked when someone called him a dog.
Was it like film theory or something like that?
Actually, yes. It very much was.
I know. They would say shit like that. They'd be like, but what if?
Yeah. But no, I know that's a bit in some Scooby Doo iterations.
No, I'll point something out. Not point something out, but I have a comment for when he does the third one.
Okay, I don't know when the third one is, so you'll.
I do.
Okay, good. So Daphne introduced herself. She's like, "Yeah, I'm from the TV show she's on," and she's like, "We don't have TV." And she's like, "Great, never mind. But we're here to film your host and look for real ghosts."
If they're on a secluded island, makes sense they don't have TV. Like, it's probably hard to even at that point, what was it, antennas? Like, it would be probably hard to get satellite television out there.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure they were around long before antennas and TV were a thing.
Well, I know that, but it made sense in this moment before I knew.
Oh, okay, before
immortal.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just like, okay, tracks. They are on a secluded island. Probably tough to get, I mean, Wi-Fi wasn't too much of a big deal back then, but maybe, satellite TV was, and probably hard to get that on an island.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. There's something else that makes more sense, though, when it's...
Yeah. But yeah, so Daphne does say, yeah, we're here to film real ghosts, and would that be okay? And Simone's like, yeah, that's fine. This place is haunted by restless spirits. And it's fine. You can come in, do all that, just keep your dog under control.
Hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, they try.
They try. Do they, or do they just like Shaggy a little bit tries, but like the rest of them are like, Scooby, don't do that.
Well, yeah, but also it's like, it's they've always like parents. That's like Shaggy's job is to keep him in check.
Yeah.
And, like, because the other three are more focused on the mystery and the ghosts and all that stuff, whereas Scooby and Shaggy are just here to tag along and just for the food, I guess. Like,
yeah, they basically tag along for the food.
Yeah, so they have other things to worry about. So speaking of food, they do go inside, and Lena introduces them to the kitchen.
Wow, the kitchen.
And as they eat the spicy peppers, they scream. Everyone runs in. They're like, "Oh, what happened? Oh my god!" And they're just like, "Wow, that was really hot."
Yeah, hot peppers, bro.
Yeah.
What's the hottest pepper you've ever tried?
So I don't like peppers. So I've never.
I don't eat peppers.
Yeah, I never eat peppers.
Hot sauce related.
Like, but I don't mind like hot sauce or like spicy stuff. But
Me neither.
But I never like bought a bottle of hot sauce to like put it on something and try it.
I usually am just like, oh, hot sauce. I shall put it on this. Like before even if I know like if it's hot or stuff or not. But when I was in the UK, my cousins had ordered, you know that the Hot Ones show on YouTube. They have like the different range of hot sauce, and they have one called Da Bomb.
The Bomb.
Which is like the third to last sauce, I think. And I'm like, everyone's like, oh, this is supposed to be the hottest one, and I was like, it's the third to last one is supposed to be the hottest? Jesus fucking Christ. But I was like, I mean, fuck it. All the celebrities are trying it. I'll try it. I dipped the most minuscule dot of hot sauce onto a chip. I levitated the chip. I hovered the chip in my mouth before I had the chance to bite down. It's like the aura around the hot sauce dot. I felt it. Like, I don't know why, but like I went I didn't even touch the inside of my mouth with this shit. It was like it was just like getting ready to attack me. I don't know what the fuck was up with that sauce. I'm never touching it again. I don't know what happened there. God, that was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I didn't even eat it.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Anyway, so they try more peppers after they leave, despite the warning that they got. But as they do, they feel a chill in the air, and they're like, that's weird. We were just, like, hot all of a sudden. And as they're talking, they see writing start to form on the wall saying, "Get out."
Get out. Which now makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, it all makes sense after you watch it.
Yeah. I'm like,
It's actually very cool like that, where you're like, oh.
That's the first thing I thought of. That's the first thing I thought of when like you get to the end and it's like, oh, this is actually what's happening. I'm like, oh, get out.
Get out. Beware.
Beware.
Yeah, it all makes sense. So Scooby and Shaggy scream again. Everyone runs in, see them hiding in the cupboard, and they're like, "Are you eating peppers again?" And they're like, "No, writing." And Daphne sees the writing. She's like, "This is great! Simone, stand next to me. Fred, get the camera. We're gonna do this now."
Side note: why would part of you? Well, maybe it's because they don't like have TV and they don't really do much with it. But like, if I was an immortal being and I was doing shady shit, I would not get on camera and be like, "Guys, this place is haunted." Because it would lure a bunch of people.
I was gonna say, I think she did it to attract people.
Maybe that's why. I thought I wouldn't do it because like oh, it could give me away if someone like came too close to the operation kind of thing. But like they do want to lure people in, so okay, I see.
Yeah, I feel like you can make that argument as well of just like it's free promotion, and plus or the fact that they knew that they were going to drain their souls anyway and would never see the light of day. Like,
true.
So they were just like, yeah, sure, do whatever you want for now. By tomorrow, you'll be dead. Who cares? So Daphne does start the interview, and she's like, yeah, we're here in Simone's house. There's just been some ghost writing that formed. You can feel the chill in the air, and another gust of wind blows in, and she's like, cut, who opened the window as beware is written underneath. Daphne tells Fred to get a closer look at this, but Fred's focused on Velma, and she's like, what are you doing? And we see that Velma is floating.
Oh, fuck. I missed that. I must have looked away for 2 seconds.
Yeah, she is levitating and cannot get down. And Fred's like, this has happened before. There's always wires or magnets or something. It's fine. And note In this scene, there's only the 5 Mystery Inc. gang and Simone. Lena's not there.
Lena's not there.
Which, yes.
That would have helped my theory if I'd fucking seen that.
Yeah, you got
I looked away for about 2 seconds. Jesus Christ. What was I doing? I was tired.
Oh, also, I did forget to mention, earlier on the boat, when they get splashed at, Velma takes out her blue, like, cleaning glasses cloth thing. I did forget to point that out earlier, but that does come back later because of this scene. And then Scooby and Shaggy try to pull her down, and she immediately drops on them. So then later they're in the library, and they're rewatching the tape, and Fred enhances some of the image, and we see a ghost figure, what looks like a pirate with a moon scar on his eye. And so Simone explains that is Morgan Moonscar, pulled out a book and shows a picture of him when he was alive. And starts to explain that he came here, who knows how many years ago, and legend says that he buried treasure here that was never found. And Fred, again, he's like, okay, something's up. Someone must be here for the treasure. That's probably it.
No. I mean, would make sense, though. Track record.
Yeah. So then Shaggy and Scooby are making a picnic. Because they want to get out of the house. Because they don't like this spooky stuff.
If shit was going down, even if it was inside the house, I would not leave the fucking house. Because I feel like it's worse outside. My first thought is, it's probably worse outside.
They don't know it's a whole island. I think they just think it's the house.
Okay, yeah. Because, well, even if I don't know if it's a whole island, I'm already, like, hesitant about going into nature. So, like, my first thought would be, if it's bad and you know what's fucking happened out there, I'm sure it's worse. Like, the dark-ass woods? Nah, I'm good, thank you. That's central right there for ghosts.
So while Scooby and Shaggy pack their lunch, Velma checks out the wall with the writing. She starts scratching at it a little bit, seeing something under there. Then takes a whole ass spatula and just starts cutting off the wall.
I'm just gonna, like, destroy your house for a second. Give me 1 second.
And Lena comes in and drops her plate. She's like, what are you doing to my kitchen?
Sorry.
And I was like, oops, I got carried away.
Oh my god, this gang is a hazard.
Yeah. But the words revealed Maelstrom?
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. And later Velma reveals through the book that was the name of Morgan Moonscar's ship.
Fun fact, there was a ride at Disney World in Epcot called Maelstrom. I believe. I'm pretty sure there was. It was located in the Germany section, if I remember correctly. Or what was supposed to be the Germany section in Epcot. I don't know, I can't fully remember. But a lot of the random old, like, or not old, but like the random, like, Disney parks related channels I watch every once in a while. I don't watch it anymore because Disney's pissing me off. But, like, I know random fun facts about parks I've never fucking been to. I've never been to Disney World.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Maelstrom is a ride from Epcot. It's a random ass ride with little creepy ass animatronics.
So then Simone reveals that, part of his ship was probably used to build his house. So that's not actually that surprising. And that's again where Fred's like, yeah, of course, for the treasure. Someone's here to scare everyone away so they can find the treasure on their own.
Yeah.
And they all look at him like he's crazy.
Yeah.
Despite the fact this has probably happened many times before for them.
I know, it's like, I mean, if this is what we usually get, why is his logic shocking you?
Well, I mean, it's actually only Lena, Simone, and Daphne who look at him like that. It makes sense for Lena and Simone because because they know what's up. And Daphne wants to believe it's real.
Yeah. She's like, but no, ghosts.
Yeah. During their picnic outside, Scooby and Shaggy are eating, and they again experiment with the spicy peppers again, and it's hot, and they try to eat food to cool it off or wash it down or whatever. And Scooby sees cats eating his potato salad.
Motherfucker, not the cats.
And so this time he again starts to chase them
again.
He chases them around. We get a bit where he has a frog stuck on his head. The cats laugh at him. He proceeds to chase the cats.
Yeah.
And Shaggy's trying to follow him. He's trying to fix the garden that he messed up. And Shaggy does stop when he sees a pepper patch. And he's like, actually, I'll take some of these. Because why not?
Actually, let me stop trying to get my dog on a leash.
Yeah.
For a second. And grab some peppers. Why not?
Yeah, because, Again, this does come back in handy.
Yes.
So Scooby continues to chase the cats till he runs into a little like lake and scares away Big Mona yet again. And Snakebites there. He's like, "You damn tourist, get him, Mojo." And Mojo starts chasing Scooby now.
No.
So he runs past Shaggy. Shaggy's like, "What's going on?" Sees Mona, or sees Mojo, starts running after him as well, and they fall into this giant pit.
I was like, where the fuck did someone like just go, like, well, at this point I thought like the zombies were already out. I was like, oh, this must be where the zombies came from.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
I mean, I'm not entirely wrong. That was like a point for like related to the zombies, but
so Scooby and Shaggy try to get out. They pull out a little like twig branch thing, and more of the dust stumbles on top of them. And a skeleton hand reveals itself.
Yay! Bro, I would be like, okay, I want to go home.
Well, they can't. They're in the pit.
They're in the pit.
Yes. And to make matters worse, this green aura starts flying around in the sky.
This is the point where I was like, okay, there's no way that this is like some dude in a mask. This is actually this is like a fucking real one. Because like, how the fuck would you do this?
Yeah, it starts possessing the skeleton arm, and it pulls it out of the thing where it's a full ass skeleton now, puts it together, and then slowly layers skin on top of it, revealing it to be Morgan Moonscar's zombie version with the scar with glowing red eyes. Yes. This was the part that scared me as a kid.
Oh, this is the part?
It was something about watching someone form and watching like the skin slowly go down. Like, it was weird. Like, I could not watch it as a kid. It gave me nightmares.
I remember this random shit. I think the only thing I can remember, I'm sure there was more. The only thing I can remember really not watching as a kid or like being scared of as a kid was the movie version of Clue, like the board game.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Like, now I watch like people react to it and I'm like, oh, this is fucking hysterical. This is wonderful. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me as a kid. Because I was terrified. I remember watching it. I think I was in Utah on vacation at the time, at my stepmom's sister's house, and I remember my dad and my stepmom were in the next house over, like we were renting it or something for that time being, and I had slept over and watched it with the cousins and maybe my brothers, I don't remember, and it was like nighttime, and then we went to bed, everyone went to bed, and I was really fucking scared. I was like, no, I'm so scared, someone's gonna murder me, like, someone's gonna come in and murder me. And I, like, went into, the kitchen, I was like, I wanna go see my dad, I'm terrified. And I, like, called him from the house phone to the house next door. But I was worried that the buttons on the phone would make noise when I hit them, and someone would like wake up and I'd be in trouble for, like, I don't know, dialing the phone. I was a child. And so I hit the mute button, which muted my voice. So when I called my dad, he was like, hello. It's the middle of the night, who the fuck is this? And I was like, please come pick me up. And I was fucking terrified, and he could not hear me. So like I tried again, and he eventually, like, I did not hit the mute button this time. He was like, oh, okay, that was you. I was like, yeah, I had to leave outside the house, and he met me halfway between the doors. He was like, come on. So like, it scared me as a kid, but like now, you know, it's one of those things where you watch it now and it's like, why was I terrified of it?
Yeah. No, I remember the first time I actually watched that scene, like, because I think, I was like 13 or 14, and I was just like out in the Scooby Doo movie, so I started watching a bunch of Scooby Doo movies, and I purposely skipped over this one for last because of the scene, and I wanted to save it for last because I was like, okay, after I watched all the other ones, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to watch it. Let's go. I can do it, and I did, and like, I understand why it creeped me out as a kid because it's just like weird to see for like a like 5-6-year-old, however old I was when I first watched it. But like now I'm like, I can watch it, it's fine. And it's still like disturbing in theory of watching someone get their skin back on and like the skeleton turn into like a zombie, and the red glowing eyes didn't help either. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. Also the fact the Scott, like, he looks creepy regardless. He's a fucking pirate with a long ass beard and a scar on his eye. Like, he looks disturbing as a human, let alone a zombie. So Scooby and Shaggy freak out. They manage to climb out of the pit and start to run away, and they crash into Bo.
Ah, yes.
And Bo's like, "What are you doing?" He's annoyed, and they say that a zombie's after him or dead guy. But when it's revealed to actually be the rest of the gang and Lena and Simone, and they're like, "No, we heard you screaming. What's up?"
Is this the second? I can't remember where the second, like, a dog where is.
Maybe it was here. I don't know. I didn't keep track on the dog where moments.
I didn't either. I only remember the last one.
Okay.
But I do remember that there were 3. That's all I remember. And I'll explain why later. But, like, that's all I really remember. I remember it's somewhere here in the middle. But
yeah, maybe it's here. And Shaggy and Scooby start explaining what they just saw, where they saw Morgan Moonscar pretty much become a zombie. And Scooby starts acting it out. And so they go back to the pit, and they look, and they're like, "There's nothing here. We don't see anything." But Velma calls out Bo.
Why were you digging a pit, man?
Yeah, that pit's huge. Were you planting elephants?
Yeah. That's not... what do you mean, digging that whole thing for a couple plants? No, that's not how you plant things. You're a gardener. You should know that.
Yeah. And he kind of just like, he brushes it off and then leaves. And right now, he's kind of her number one suspect.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Okay, it's getting late. We should go." And Daphne's like, "No, it's just getting interesting now." And Simone says that the ferry doesn't run at night. So if you want, you can stay at my house.
Oh, gee. Oh, you can't leave. Oh, you might as well stay.
Yeah.
Stay the night. Now looking back on it, I'm like, oh, fucking duh. Like,
yeah. So Lena shows him around. She shows Scooby and Shaggy to their room. Shows Fred to his room.
This was diabolical. She was like, "You have a lovely view. This is your room.
Yeah, you can see the harvest moon tonight.
I hope you enjoy your night. I hope you have a wonderful night. Daphne, here's your room."
And then disappears. And she's like, "Oh, what? Where'd you go?"
Diabolical. She said, "Fred, here's this." Bye, Daphne.
Yeah. So then Shaggy is like, "I should dress up for dinner," and he pulled out a suitcase, olive green shirts.
The same exact shit he usually wears.
Yes. And Scooby's watching an owl and starts imitating the owl, trying to turn its head around all the way, but fails miserably.
Yeah. He was gonna break his neck, bro, if it wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah. And then Shaggy trims his beard a little bit. Again, looks exactly the same. But then a ghost shows up in the mirror. And it looks like a Civil War ghost. And he tells him to get away.
Heed the warning, boys.
Yeah, trust me, they want to. If anyone wants to, it's these fucking 2.
Yeah, they're like, "Please, can we fucking leave?"
Yeah. So they go running into Fred's room, who, fun little side note, he puts on an orange ascot and then is like, "Nah," and takes it off, which is a callback to his original design with the orange ascot.
Yeah.
They crash into him, and then, again, Scooby ends up on top of Simone when he runs out in the hallway. And they explain that they saw another ghost in the mirror. They look around, they don't see anything weird with the mirror. Dust gets on Velma's glasses and she tries to wipe it off, but she had lost her cleaning cloth.
There you go. It all connects. The dots.
It all connects, yes. And so then Scooby cleans it with his tail.
I feel like that would not work as well.
Probably not, but he breathed on it, he cleaned, I don't know, it is something. But then Velma sees a plaque on the back that says "Property of Colonel Jackson T. Pettigrew, 8th Louisiana." And because it looks like a Civil War ghost, Velma starts to think that actually they were telling the truth.
Yeah, because it's like, well, then how would you have known? Is that I don't think you guys turned the mirror around and read it. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that.
No.
So then at dinner, they have this big dinner, but Scooby and Shaggy have to eat in the car because of the cats. So they take a pot of crawdads and eat it in the car.
I think I feel safe if shit was happening inside the house and shit was happening outside the house. I'd feel safest in the car,
Yeah.
especially in a van that has less windows.
Yeah.
Like shit can break windows, you know, like which is like what's worrying about a car. You can also look out windows anytime you want and just see darkness out in the distance. I'm not a fan of that. But if you're in a van where it's like you don't really see much out the windows anyway, I'm down.
So are you saying you would be the Scooby and Shaggy in this situation? You would always run away from the terror and like just like run away?
See, I've never been in terror. Like ghostly terror. I've never been in ghostly terror, so I don't know what I would do. But also, I have had moments where I've like look around a corner and there's just like a dark like I would sometimes I wouldn't leave my door open at night because like when I did leave it open, it was just like pure darkness. Like it's just a big black square, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's worrying because it's like the unknown that freaks you out. Like I don't know what's in there. There could be like an axe murderer or a spider. Like I don't know what's in there. So maybe, I guess if I know the danger and I have like weapons against it, I want to say that I would be brave enough to like survive whatever the fuck's going on. But like also, if I have the option to hide in a van and be fine, I think I'd take it. Who would you be?
Honestly, I'd probably be the Daphne and like want to solve it. Like I would want to prove that like the real ghosts, real monsters, whatever. I'd be like so into that. I'd be like, this is great. I want to do this.
Have you ever watched BuzzFeed Unsolved?
No, but I used to watch a lot of Ghost Adventurer.
Then you'd like BuzzFeed Unsolved. You should watch BuzzFeed Unsolved. Yeah,
No,
very funny.
Yeah.
It's also where that meme comes from. That I've connected the dots.
Yeah.
I watch that when I'm like just chilling on my couch. I'll just put it on in the background.
So anyway, as Scooby and Shaggy are eating, all the cats start looking at them out the window, and Shaggy's like, "Okay, this is weird. We should drive away because these cats are not leaving us alone."
I know. Let's drive into the woods. That's a good idea. That's where I'm not like them.
Well, okay. Well, the other option was Scooby get out of the car and start chasing him again and causing more trouble, and then running deeper into the woods without a car.
Well, maybe he should just fucking listen.
He's a dog. He has dog instincts.
I know, but I'm so annoyed. Oh gosh.
And in the kitchen or dining room or wherever, Fred and Velma are trying to be like, okay, it must be someone trying to figure like who's behind the mask. Are they looking for treasure? Is there oil under the island? What's the deal? And Daphne's like, can you guys just like for once just maybe think this is actually a real ghost? This could be a real monster.
Please. Pretty please.
So then they drive by a little pond or lake area in the Mystery Machine with Scooby and Shaggy. And they make a deal to eat the hot peppers again. And they do. And their entire body turns red and they let out steam and smoke and fire. All that cartoony goodness.
Yeah, they're breathing fire.
That's what happens in the cartoons when you eat something hot.
True.
That's a fact.
So I like saying that it's an alternate universe. Like I like saying animation stuff isn't like alternate universes because it
makes it obviously.
Well, yeah, no, obviously, but like I know like with animation people will be no, because it's like you can make the argument that this is like real and it's just a cartoon, which is why like Scooby can say shit and there's fire coming out of their mouths when they eat things. It's like, oh, that's cartoon shit. It's just a cartoon. But I like the idea of it just being an alternate universe where I'm like, oh no, people breathe fire when they eat peppers over here. That's just the way things are. It's a fun thought.
I don't know how meta that is, but I don't know.
See, I feel like, oh, this is so funny because I feel like we switch when it comes to certain things. Because like, I think when we're watching like live action, regular shit, things like that, you're more logical and I'm more, but what if this? What if that? But when it comes to cartoons, I'm like, but why are they doing this? But why are they doing that? And you're like, it's a fucking cartoon. Just have some imagination.
Yeah, actually that does make a lot of sense.
We fully switch when it comes to this.
Yeah. Whatever medium we're watching, it depends which side we're on.
I like that. That makes it fun.
Yeah. So Scooby and Shaggy, they just say something hot. They go outside to the lake and start drinking the water to cool themselves down. As they do, the green light comes into the water as a zombie starts to rise up from the lake. They immediately freak out and they see a swarm of zombies not only coming from the lake, but coming from the ground. They are coming all over the place. They can't even start the mystery machine. They are surrounded by a horde of zombies.
Oh, I'm becoming you.
What?
I'm becoming you. You said they're coming all over the place.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hate myself.
Oh, that was funny.
God damn it, what have you done to me?
Anyway, well, after that, they end up driving into one of those zombies and knock him out on the tree.
Sick. I hate zombies. Side note.
Well,
I mean, they're not like... They're like my least favorite, not like fictional adjacent like kind of monsters. Yeah. Like when it comes to like vampires, like things like that, like zombies, especially zombies that can run.
Well, these zombies can't run. They're also good.
I would have been scared as fuck though if they could run. I would have not. I would have been watching it going, oh fuck, like that would have actually got to me. I hate zombies that can run. That is my least favorite thing in the world. I literally woke up panicking like from like a dream one time, and it was like 2 a.m. I texted my best friend. I was like, bestie, I need you to tell me right now, because I heard shuffling outside my fucking window, and I'm sure it was like a tree. But I was like, I need you to tell me right now, is there a zombie apocalypse? Because I'm having a panic attack. I need you to reassure me that there's no zombies. And she's like, there's no zombies. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. It was, I can't, zombies are scary, bro.
Well, don't you play The Last of Us and watch The Last of Us and shit?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like that I don't know why that's easier to handle. I have no idea. Like I watched a bit of the video game first, obviously. But watching the show, I was like, which is weird because at the beginning of the show, they added a scene that wasn't in the video game where they like describe and make it make sense as to why people turn into zombies, and they make it sound, oh, like this could 100% happen. This is and like they really reiterate it, like, oh, this can evolve into this, can evolve into this. This is why it could totally happen. And I'm like, that makes it feel like it could actually happen in real life, which is terrifying. So you'd think that that would make it worse for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I dissociated enough and paid attention to the storyline enough where it didn't bother me as much. I think playing it, I was more scared because it felt like it was happening to me because I was the character. But watching it felt a little easier. I think I've gotten a bit better with zombies, but they still freak me the fuck out.
Okay. Well, these zombies aren't that bad, I don't think.
Yeah. There's a tourist one with a camera.
Yeah. Yeah, they're literally like tourists. They're from the war. They're pirates. They're farm. Like there's all sorts of zombies here.
Yeah.
So Scooby and Shaggy get out of the car, run away, and crash into Bo before running away thinking he's a zombie. Back at dinner, they hear Scooby and Shaggy screaming again. And they're like, okay, let's go. Fred, grab your camera. Daphne makes sure to brush her hair, which is to note. She brushes her hair a lot in this movie.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Again, important note.
Important note.
Yes.
Everything comes together.
Everything comes together. Everything comes together. And so they go out, and they see Bo. And she's like, yeah, I saw them. They ran away. They said zombies. I didn't see anything. And so they're like, okay, maybe we should split up. Daphne wants to go with Bo, but Velma's like, no, I'll go with him, and then whispers to Fred that she'll keep an eye on him, because both of them are sus of Bo.
I see why, but like, he's too obvious.
Well, yeah, but like, it's obvious because we're watching it. It's not like, and if there's like a real situation, you'd be like, oh, you'd.
Yeah, I feel like mystery shit has like ruined me, because like, watch like say I become a detective and like all the clues point to this guy, I'd be like, yeah, but it's too obvious. What, and they actually fucking did it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, this makes too much sense for the storyline. We gotta find someone else, some kind of plot twist out there in the ether.
Yeah.
I would lose my job very fast.
Yeah. So Bo and Velma start walking, and Bo's like, why are you treating me like a suspect? And Velma's like, it's because you are a suspect. And so Bo grabs Velma's wrist, she pulls away, he picks up a rock and throws it behind her to warn her that there's quicksand.
I mean, honestly, good idea, because if he just said that's quicksand, I feel like she could walk faster than he could say that, or she could step backwards faster than he could say that.
Also, the fact that she doesn't trust him. Like, she could be like, yeah, right, or whatever, and like still go. Like, yeah, I feel like showing her was the only way to.
She's very smart, so I feel like she would have been like, I don't believe you, and then he would have thrown the rock or something like that. Like she could have been like prove it then or something.
Yeah.
Like she's smart, so I feel like she would have like asked him to do shit like that anyway. But I feel like that was the optimal thing to do, would just be like,
yeah,
like voila.
So Fred and Daphne stumble across the abandoned mystery machine, and they open the back, and a bunch of crawdad shells fall out of the back
Because they ate everything.
Before they ran away. A zombie's hand comes, reach out from the bush behind Daphne, and she pulls it and throws it on the back of the mystery machine.
Mm.
Then Shaggy comes out, and she does the same thing to him.
It's like, another one! No, ow!
So Fred starts filming the zombie, and Daphne tries to take off the mask, but she says it's stuck, it feels really real.
It's not working.
And she's kind of confused by that, and Fred's like, come on, like, it's fake, obviously. Here, hold the camera. And so he pulls it out, he's like, trying to figure out who it is. He's like, oh, it's the fisherman, it's the gardener, it's the ferryman, before pulling off the head. And he's like, okay, maybe it's real. And they start playing hot potato with the zombie head until it lands on the zombie's lap, and he puts it back on his head.
Bro, like, I feel like I can't speak to exactly what would happen when I was a kid, because I don't fully remember. But, like, I feel like this would be the part where I'd be like, fuck, because he fully removed his head. He removed a man, like, when I was watching this, I was like, bro, did bro just remove a man's head in a kid's show? That was the part that really got me. Like, not the skeletons, not the flesh coming back on, but him decapitating a man.
I think it was because it to me, it almost looks like a rubbery. Like, obviously I know it's supposed to be like flesh and human skin, but it almost looks like rubber, where I guess I was like, oh no, that looks fake, it's fine. Like, but like the skeleton coming together, it was just like weird to me. So anyway, there's more green light that comes and raises more zombies. Fred films all the zombies before they hear Lena at the house scream.
Ah, yes. Ah, help me.
Yeah, so they start running, but Fred drops the camera in quicksand, thereby losing all the proof they had.
Damn. I know, like, that was, and they were like, our proof, and I was like, the camera!
Yep.
like, I don't give a fuck about the proof. Probably paid a fuck ton of money for that camera.
Yeah.
My little filming editing ass was like, no! I would literally burst into tears if my camera was quicksand.
Yeah, that
I'm still paying it off. I'm still paying my camera off. I would literally burst into tears.
Yeah. Then we get our third montage with Terror Time at the song playing in the background. They run. Everyone's running, being chased by zombies. This song is a bop. It's great.
Yeah, so this is the bop?
This is the bop.
This is in the credits too, right?
Yeah.
This is the one in the credits? Yeah. I think I remember this one a bit more than the other ones. So yeah.
Yeah, this was the best one. It's great. I love it. Great song. And so yeah, they pretty much all run through being chased by zombies. Scooby and Shaggy end up in a little cave area, and Fred and Daphne reunite with Velma and Bo. So in the little cave with Scooby and Shaggy, they see a voodoo doll of Fred with his ascot, or a piece of his ascot, a voodoo doll of Daphne with some of her strands of hair, and a voodoo doll of Velma with her glasses cleaning cloth.
The hair is probably the creepiest out of all of them. Because, like, what do you mean you went to a hairbrush and went, ah, yes, hair. Like, human hair feels a bit creepier than, like, pieces of fabric that the other two would wear, obviously.
Yeah. But again, with all to show, like, they showed all three of these things, like, Daphne brushing her hair, Velma using her cleaning cloth, and even Fred putting on the ascot for a second. Like, add, like, a callback to the thing, but actually to show up here. So it's like they kind of show, like, all these little things before, and you're like, oh. All comes together.
Insert clip from, Emperor's New Groove of Kronk. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. So, Scooby and Shaggy pick up the voodoo dolls as Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Bo are walking, and they're explaining what happened with the camera, and they all start levitating. The three of them levitate, Then they start punching and kicking each other as Scooby and Shaggy raise the arms and legs.
It's not me! Bitch slap. I'm
sorry! Until they see a bunch of bat eyes and they drop the voodoo dolls and run. So then the four, Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Bo, arrive at the house. The power's out. Fred starts going up the stairs, but then there's a crash. And Daphne comes in to see Fred kind of like on the ground because there's a hidden passageway in the stairs with Lena.
Ah, yes.
Yes. And Velma and Bo join, and Lena explains that zombies came and dragged Simone away.
Yeah, okay.
And Velma is looking on the ground and sees some little divots in the ground, and she reiterates, she's like, they dragged Simone away.
I mean, like, I wouldn't have even noticed that because, like, dragged could just mean they took her away. Like, she could have been standing up and they're gonna, like, at this point, I still, for some reason, had not clocked that Simone is involved for some reason. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just my mind just glossed over her.
So you were like half
she was
right
just there.
In the end.
I was still too involved with Lena. Like, she's hot, so she did it. Like, my brain was already on her, and so she was like, "Oh, they took Simone away." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. You mean you did?" Like,
yeah.
I don't know why I hadn't even clocked Simone at all.
Yeah, so the five of them start following the path and see a fork in the road, and Velma once again looks down, and she's like, this way, following the footprints. And then they get to this little underground room, the voodoo ritual room, I guess. And they're like, what is this place? And Velma's like, I don't know. Let's ask Lena.
Let's ask Lena. I'm sure she knows all.
Yeah. And Simone comes out, and she's like, well done, Velma. You're very smart.
I was like, fuck, oh, yeah, her too.
Yeah. Before both Lena and Simone grab the voodoo dolls and throw the four of them against a wall, because they'd want to bow now, too.
Damn, bro. Because, like, this was a little more, like, aggressive than other Scooby-Doo stuff.
Well, again, this is like a very dark Scooby-Doo movie. Like, it's fairly dark for a kid's movie.
Yeah.
So as they do, they start tying the voodoo dolls up, thereby tying the four of them up against a wall. And then Simone starts to explain that this is the only way to preserve their immortality is by draining the life force of victims she lures to the island, and sometimes would send Lena out to bring people in.
I was like, okay, I see the plan.
Yes.
The plan is formed.
And then they turn into werecats, or cat creatures, or however you want to call them. But they turn into that.
When I saw it, I was like, they're cat people. And then my brain supplied a fun fact here. There is a recurring alien, or a recurring species in Doctor Who. Slightly recurring. They don't recur often. It was mainly in, like, Series 3. Maybe a little bit 4. No, mainly Series 3. Series 2 and 3. That are cat people. There are cat people in Doctor Who. And they're actually, when you first meet them, they're, like, nurses at, like, a hospital on New Earth. So they're, like, they're pretty much all nurses. Like, you just get a bunch of cat people at this hospital that are taking care of you. Then they turn out to all be bad. Except for, like, a couple that are, like, kind of, like, have a conscience. Yeah. And then one of them comes back later on in the show and is just like, hi, I've been taking care of this one since you left. So, like, there are cat people in Doctor Who. So my first thought was, more cat people! But, like, these are bad cat people. Like, worse cat people.
Who's worse, the Doctor Who ones or these ones?
These ones. Well, it depends. Like, these cat people, obviously, are luring people to their death so they can drain their life force. The other cat people, or at least the hospital-specific working cat people, were all nurses, but they, when the doctor arrived at the hospital, he was like, well, all these people have diseases that, like, shouldn't have cures for, like, 1,000 years. Like, what the, like, how are they getting better? This is weird. And it's because that the cat people have, like, a secret, like, bunker where they've basically, like, they've bred humans specifically for the purpose of, like, pumping them full of diseases and getting cures from that. Like, express manufacturing cures and shit for stuff that's like, so that's why it's like a top hospital, because like everybody gets cured there, but it's because they've like, been experimenting on humans that they've bred specifically for this thing. So like all these poor humans that are called like new humans, where they don't even know how to talk at this point, and they've never really felt human touch. They've just been hooked up to machines this whole time. So it's like, which is worse?
I mean, they're both kind of bad.
They're both pretty bad, is what I'm saying. Like, it's pretty fucking bad.
So bottom line is that werecats or cat creatures are bad.
Yes.
I think is the moral of the story.
Kind of sad, because cats are great, but like, apparently cat people, bit questionable. One of them had a conscience, so that's a plus. But most cat people at this hospital did not have a conscience.
So they don't turn into full werecat. This is like their like half werecat form at this point.
Yeah.
And they explain that they didn't even bother making voodoo dolls of Scooby and Shaggy because it would be a waste of magic wax.
Like, oh, they're fucking idiots. We don't need to do that. They'll kill themselves.
Yeah, so they kind of call them out there. And as they do, Scooby and Shaggy are running to Jacques. And they're like, hey, help us. And he's like, oh, I'll help you. And then he turned into a full werecat.
This was a fun twist. Like, as he's walking up to them, I was like, fuck. Like, I hadn't even thought about him beforehand. But the second, like, the boat docks, and I'm like, oh, great. And then he starts walking off the boat, and I went, wait.
Yeah.
Like, my mind caught up with that. I was like, shit, nope, bad. He fully turned into a cat. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. He's a fucking werewolf, but he's a cat.
And so back in the little lair, Velma accuses Simone of stealing Morgan Moonscar's treasure. And this is where she took that personally. And she goes into her whole backstory where hundreds of years ago, her and Lena were originally part of a group of peaceful settlers that worshipped a cat god.
Lesbians.
I actually have no idea. I
might not be wrong.
Okay, see, you say that. I always thought that like Lena, like that Simone like Lena's mother or something. So I never saw it like that because it looks like Simone is like older than Lena. So it could. I actually have no idea what their relation or age is. Or
honestly, that convinces me more because like as a lesbian myself, lesbians like there's like a there. I don't want to say a trend. That's weird to say, but like it's very much like older women, like Kate Blanchett. You know, like that's so like. I see it, and they live on a secluded island where they farm vegetables and have a bunch of cats. Oh, come on.
It's okay. So it does say they have a close potential romantic relationship.
Like, yeah, because like I didn't even think about it watching it, and then when you just now you I don't know, you said something about like their past and shit like that. Obviously,
but I said they came from a group of peaceful settlers.
Yeah, they just like, when you randomly brought up the flashback, I was like, lesbians. Like, it just came to me out of nowhere. I was like, they're lesbians.
Yes, okay, so I actually never looked this up, so this is actually good to know. Because Simone always looked like older, and like I thought it was like a mother-daughter sister. I don't know. But no, I guess people do ship it. I'm sure there's fanfiction out there somewhere.
Everything lines up with typical lesbian activity, if I don't say so myself.
Okay. So anyway, they were from a group of peaceful settlers who worshipped a cat god. And they made their way on this island. And then Morgan Moonscar and his crew showed up and pretty much ran all the other settlers, minus Lena and Simone, into the bayou to be eaten alive by alligators. So Lena and Simone went and prayed to their cat god in order to get revenge for Morgan Moonscar and justice for their fellow settlers.
That's fucking dark. Oh, we've just led them into the swamp to be eaten by alligators. That's fucking dark for a kids movie, I will say.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
And then they turn into cat gods. And they're like, great, we got our revenge on the pirates. However, their wish came with a price. Because in order to preserve their immortality, they must absorb other people's soul every harvest moon or they will die.
So you could make the argument that it's like, oh well, they had no choice, and they were the ones like who were taken advantage of, and they got their revenge, but they were stuck, and so they have to keep doing this. So yes, it's bad, but like what else are they gonna do? But also you have the choice to be like, I've lived long enough. I think I'm good to go.
So that's
like
the thing, because I saw when I was doing research on this, Morgan Moonscar is actually listed as an anti-hero, not a villain. Because at the end of the day, he was trying to warn the Mystery Gang, Mystery Inc., to get out.
He did like destroy an entire colony by running them into the
He did.
moors.
But then so it's like it's very much a moral of like who's worse. Because Morgan Moonscar caused Lane and Simone to become cat creatures and drained their souls. But then they kept doing it for 200 years.
Yes.
And then Morgan Moonscar's zombie tried to warn them. He probably tried to warn everyone to stop it. So it's like it's a very much a moral question of who, like, who's really the good, who's the victim, who's not, who's in the good, who's in the bad situation in this.
It's very much the pirate guy are being like all the pirate people being like, oh, we have done like really bad shit. We're trying to make up for it now by getting you off the island.
Yeah, they're trying to atone
like,
for their sins for the past 200 years, pretty much.
And when it comes to the cat people, it's like we've been hurt, we've been victims of this like the murdering of our town. We're traumatized, but what you've now done with it is now the problem. So it's like it honestly it really speaks to human nature of like no one's all good, no one's all bad. People make decisions, you gotta live with them, or you gotta you know, make the right choices in life. They're currently not making a good choice. They're just continuing to drain people. Like when they could be like, obviously you don't want to die, but you're now turning around and doing a similar thing.
They are just as bad as the pirates were.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's interesting to think about. I hadn't really thought about it when I was watching it, but I was like, oh, there's actually interesting moral human dilemmas here.
It really is interesting to think about after watching this movie.
Damn.
So yeah, so Elena starts explaining that over the years, some people did show up, you know? One of them, the group being plantation workers who planted peppers in the garden. Until the harvest moon came and they killed them. And then they say Elena had to sometimes lure them. And this is where Daphne puts together that the zombies were actually the werecats' victims who were trying to warn them so they wouldn't suffer the same fate they did.
Yeah.
And then they hear screaming from Scooby and Shaggy, and they're like, oh, that must be Jacques. And they're like, oh, he was part of this too. And they explain that, no, he just wanted immortality. And so they gave it to him to be their fair driver.
Yeah, we were like, actually, we're like, tit for tat. Like, if you help us bring people over, we'll give you immortality. Like, oh, shit, all right. I'm down.
Which raises a question. If someone offered you immortality and you would become a cat creature, but you had to keep draining other people's life force, would you do it?
No. Because, like, being a cat, like, all those, like, all the points you made up until draining life, I was like, yeah, I'm here for. Like, I don't mind. I'll be a cat to laze, like, if specifically, like, a cat, like, that would be fun. Like, if I was turned into, like, one of my cats, I could just lay in bed all day in the sun. Oh, fuck yeah, that sounds like a dream. I don't give a fuck. But in immortality, we've kind of brought this point up in the old guard where it's like, would you want immortality? If you were given the option, if you were one of these people, would you want immortality? To a point, I would say yes, because I feel like I'd have more time to explore the world.
Yeah.
I feel like there's never enough time to like see everything, and I want to see everything. That would be amazing. But when it comes to a point where it's like, do you want this if you do this evil thing? Like, here, I'll give you this if you do this. Then I'm like, nah, my conscience wouldn't be okay with that. Like, that's where it stops to a point, because then I've now traded other people's lives for something that I just want, which is in itself a very, very bad thing. Like, I would not do that at all. Like, immortality, sure, but to trade it for other people's lives, hell no.
What if they were pirates or other bad people?
No.
Really?
Because who am I to decide that?
Well, you get the choice. Like, I mean, if cat creatures offered it to you, like,
yeah, but who am I to decide if they're bad people? Like, yes, maybe they've done bad. Like, we're looking at these zombies now. These pirates did absolutely horrible shit in the past. I was not there for it, but I've been told they've done bad shit, and these people were run out. And if they've killed people, that's fucking terrible. That's absolutely horrible. they're now warning all the others. They've now been like, you know what, we've done bad shit. Let's not let this happen to anyone else. And they're starting to warn people away from this location so they don't get hurt. That's them putting someone else before themselves, which shows kind of like character growth and change. So who am I to decide, oh, you're evil, you've done something bad, so I'd rather have immortality while you get fucked over. Like, who am I to decide that when character growth and change is possible?
Well, if the cat god offered it to you, like that's the thing. It's like you could like they would give you the chance to do that. Like it's like they would pick you. They would say you are to say whose life to take. You could take good people. You could take bad people. You could take whoever you want. Like they are giving you that choice.
Well, yeah, then I'd say no because I don't want that choice. I shouldn't be able. I shouldn't be someone to make that choice. I'm not in a place of power to make that choice, like in my own head and morally. Like, she could give me that choice, but I would reject it.
Ah.
I'd be like, no thanks. I'm out. Like, that's not for me to say. I'm not in a position to like judge someone so much to a point where my life is more important than theirs. So I'm out. Okay. That's where I draw a fucking line. I draw the line at soul sucking. Okay. What about you? Would you?
So in my rewatch, I did a rewatch on my YouTube channel a few years ago of Zombie Island, and I raised this question up because I was curious, and I asked people about it in the comments. And I said back then, I think I stay the same boat now. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, because like I don't like. I think it would depend like when it happened or like how I'm feeling at the time. But like, I could see myself saying no, that's wrong. I wouldn't want to do that. But I could also see myself being like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I think, like, at least to try out, even if I just did for like a year and like I didn't end up take anyone's soul, I would be like, my last year I'd be
like a gap year.
Like,
just a gap year in New Orleans with immortality. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I like it would be interesting to try, interesting to see, interesting to do. Like, I'm not fully against it, but I'm also not fully for it.
I feel like I have changed over the years where it's like in like when I was like in high school or when I was like in junior high, way earlier in life, I would have been like, oh my god, never, I don't want to kill people. And I still am like that now. I just have more of a grasp on why and like a personal opinion on why and like deeper thoughts of it than I can't kill people. Like it's more nuanced than that. And I feel like my brain, I don't know. I feel like I would have changed my opinion, especially in like today's political climate. I've become a bit more of a pessimist. Like I've tried not to over the years, but it's kind of hard not to when shit is just crumbling around you. And so I feel like I would have changed my mind and been more like, I mean, yeah, they feel like bad people, but I feel like that's why I've evolved my opinion to have more nuance to it. Like I'm trying to hold on to this so fucking hard so that I don't become a person that's like, nah, you can't change, kill them all. Like I'm trying so fucking hard not to reach that point because if I feel like if I do, then I've lost in life, in my morals, in whatever. But if I reach a point like that, then I've truly like I've truly lost something. Like I'm no longer a good person, I feel like. Obviously people can change. I've just reiterated that. But I know. If I reach that point, then something has gone horribly wrong, and I just, no. So it's harder these days to hold on to shit like that, but I'm trying. Yeah. Especially when people come up to you and go, "Hey, fuck you," like, and I'm just like, nice day. Like I'm trying so fucking hard.
Anyway, I'll put a poll up on this episode for you guys listening to vote as well.
That's a good poll.
If you would take a cat creature immortality offer, but you would have to drain other people's souls and life to maintain it, would you do it, yes or no?
Honestly, as well as voting on it, comment on why.
Yeah.
Like why would you in the poll, and then why in the comments.
Yeah, if you can comment or like let us know, because this is such a curious question. I'm very curious to hear other people's answers.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious because this was an interesting topic to discuss. Very cool. I think this is the point where he says it for the third time. A dog where?
Okay.
I think it's somewhere here, because
Well, he was right now.
Simone,
He's
like,
being captured by Jacques. Him and Shaggy are captured by Jacques.
I feel like they tumble in at this point.
That's a bit later then.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because right now Jacques has both Shaggy and Scooby by the collar, and then the
I
zombies
was like, wait, they're good.
tackle him.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
They can hear Jacques' screams, Lena and Simone, and they're like, "Oh no, he's in trouble." And they're like, "Who cares? We need to do this now."
Yeah, see, they don't even have morals when it comes to, like, in parentheses, their own kind. Like, he's not technically their own kind. They gave him immortality.
Yeah.
They weren't given it like they were. But like, it really shows that, like, they don't even have morals for the people that are on their side.
No.
So like, I wouldn't want to be connected to that.
So then they start walking towards them, but this is where they stumble in and tackle Lena and Simone.
Yeah,
Dog
I think
where?
she's like,
okay. Well, what do you need to say?
yeah, she's like, oh, this fucking dog, and he's like, a dog where? And I do want to point out, like, the like evolution I went on with this, because like the first time it was just like, oh yeah, dog where, yeah, because he like he doesn't see himself as a dog because he talks.
Yep.
Fun. It was just a line of dialogue. Second time he said it, I was like, callback, fun. Third time he said it, I actually, like, I had looked at my phone for a second. He said it, and I went, like, I actually laughed, and it pointed me to the fact that, like, this is a really good example of comedy sometimes comes in threes, like a really good comedic. Yeah, the rule of three for comedy. This was a really good use of the rule of three for comedy, because like the first two times I was just like, oh yeah, a line. Oh, chill. They brought it back. But this time I was like, actually, I wasn't expecting the last one. That's actually kind of funny. Like, it just came back around and it actually got me. That was probably the funniest part for me.
Yeah.
Randomly was him saying for the third time, because it was executed very well, that rule of three. Very well. I that was perfect use of that. So, well done, writers.
Yes. So, Simone is once again enraged from Scooby, because he's a dog. And this is where they transform into full cat creatures.
Damn.
Yeah.
They are walking, so they're not full cat.
What?
They're not fully cats, but because they're walking like humans.
No,
but they're
I know. I said full cat creatures.
Okay.
Full cat creatures.
Full cat people.
Yes. Werecats, whatever you want to call them. I've always called them cat creatures.
I know, this could also be called, like, Scooby Doo and the Werecats. But, like, then it would give away the Werecats. Yeah, that would spoil the Werecats. So I guess zombie out. Yeah. Because it's like, because when you look at the title, it makes you think, oh, fuck, they're zombies. Oh, let's be scared of them.
Yes.
But then by the end, it's like, oh, they're not the problem. Also, speaking of, I meant to mention this earlier, but I caught on, like, once they got to the house.
Yeah.
I think it was a couple scenes after. I was like, oh, that's what the pictures meant. The on your Twitter, the 4 pictures you chose.
Yeah.
Because 2 of them were the obvious ones, like zombies.
There were zombies and there was an island, which gave it away, I feel like. And then there were
those are the obvious ones.
I think Jack Sparrow for pirate.
Yeah. I was like, it's either Jack Sparrow or it's just a generic pirate. Yeah, and cats. And I went, because I thought of the pirate. I was like, oh yeah, there's a pirate. And I was like, what's the other one? Cats. Oh, cats. Yeah. So like, after a couple scenes after they got to the house, I was like, oh, okay, I get the photos.
Yeah, it wasn't for all the cats. It was for the cat creatures.
Yes.
Yes.
But there were cats. There were cats everywhere. So I was figuring out cats.
I mean, cat god, cat creatures, cats regular, like, all sorts of cats.
All sorts of cats. You'd think that would be like my absolute favorite thing in the world, but like, they're being mean.
Yeah.
Mean cats. I don't want mean cats. Maybe that's also why I was annoyed at Scooby, because I'm a cat person. So I was like, hey, leave the kitties alone.
Well, and at this point, you're rooting for Scooby, I feel like, because you don't like cat creatures.
Well, duh. But like, the cats themselves, not the cat creatures. I'm like, leave those cats alone. And obviously, by the end, I'm like, actually, maybe don't leave the cats alone. But still, I love my cats.
Yeah. So Scooby and Shaggy start running from Lena and Simone. They knock the 4 voodoo dolls close to a torch that was on the ground, and we see them start sweating / melting.
That's a problem.
And then they run back and they kick it away.
Thank God.
And Velma starts to grab her own voodoo doll and starts to untie it with her foot.
There you go.
Yes. And then more zombies come in. Daphne tries to warn them that the zombies are good, and they're like, no, they're not. And they keep running away from them. Jacques shows up. Everyone's kind of here at this little undercave party type situation.
Yeah.
Velma frees herself, and then notices a piece of Elena's and Simone's cloth as they transformed and tore their clothes.
Hmm.
And so she starts getting an idea. Scooby and Shaggy are being chased by Jacques, and he pulled out his shirt where peppers fly out. As Jacques grabs him, he squirts it in his eyes and blinds him.
See, that's a very that honestly that is a very practical solution. My brain, for some reason, when he grabbed that, went, is he gonna make him catch on fire by breathing fire?
Oh my god.
That was my first thought. I don't know why. I was like, yes, eat the pepper, breathe fire in his face.
No.
I, for some reason, went the cartoon route because I had saw it earlier. I don't know why, but like when it's, I was like, yeah, yeah, that's perfect, practical.
Yes.
Well done, Scooby.
However, Lena and Simone do catch Scooby and Shaggy, and they start draining their life force. Like,
dude, yeah, they're like, bro, they're like, oh my god, it's like turning like I'm trying to think of like
shrivel up.
Yeah, it makes me think of there's like a few things in cinema, obviously, that's done shit like this. I think it made me think of WandaVision in that moment. Did you see WandaVision? I don't think you did.
I did.
Because you did. Oh, period. All right. Makes me think of WandaVision, like the end of the show when she's like taking all her magic when they're in the sky and shit like that, and she starts like looking like like old and dead. Like, I think that's the thing I thought of first. I don't know what other stuff I've seen that in, but I was like, fuck, let's give that back. But I thought they would have had to be like, I was like, oh, they gotta kill them then, because then the life force will go back into Scooby. But they come back pretty quick before they even die.
Yeah, it needs to be a full like transaction, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I figured by the end of it. I was like, oh, okay, so that she didn't finish.
Yeah, because once they get knocked away by the voodoo doll that Velma and Daphne made of Lena and Simone, we see that Fred and Bo are trying to shake them out of it and snap them out of it, and we see their light kind of come back to them. So then they swing the voodoo doll into the horde of zombies after Jacques crashes into them, still blinded by the peppers.
Yeah. You would be. Yeah.
And he knocks the voodoo dolls out of their hands. So then it's all of them, the voodoo dolls are gone, and Lena, Simone, and Jacques start slowly walking towards them to drain their life force. But as the harvest moon passes, they start screaming, wailing, and again, dark for a kids show, literally disintegrate on screen.
Yeah, like that, like they just like start like it's like when the Nazis' faces melt in Indiana Jones. Like,
never seen that.
Oh, you need to watch Indiana Jones.
I'm not a movie person. We've been over this.
It's a franchise. You could get into it.
I don't care to.
Also, one of the best scenes in cinema is in the first movie, and it's I will tell you the story because you may not watch it, but like it's really fucking good. First of all, I've spoiled it. The Nazis' faces melt when they open the Ark at the end of the movie, but that's not the scene. Indiana Jones is like in this like crowd of people trying to find. I don't fully remember the storyline, but he's looking for someone, and people are trying to stop him because they're evil, whatever. And a circle kind of forms, and he gets up, and there's this other guy off in the distance, and he's got like swords and everything, and he's like, haha, and he's got swords, and Indiana Jones is like, and he just pulls out his gun and shoots him and walks away. It's just like, I don't have time for this. And the story behind it is that was not scripted. It was because Harrison Ford, the actor, was sick. I don't remember with what, but he was just like, I don't want to fucking be here. Like, I am so ill. I have to go to the bathroom all the time. I have to throw up all the time. So he just was like, fuck it, let's just end it now, and just like fake shot him. And they were just like, that's brilliant. Let's keep that in the movie. And it's one of the funniest scenes in cinema because it's so like, what are you doing this all sword tricks? No, don't bring swords to a gunfight, man.
Yeah.
But it's just a really funny story because it's one of the funniest scenes ever made, and it was just because Harrison Ford was sick that day and didn't want to be bothered to shoot.
That's actually funny. That's hilarious. So yeah, so Lena, Simone, and Jacques all disintegrate, and as they do, so do the other zombies. And Velma explains that their souls can finally be put to rest. They've been avenged.
Yeah.
And
it's not that they're like dying or something. It's like, oh, they've already died. They've just been kind of tormented all these years being stuck.
Yeah, so they've done their job, and they are now being put to rest.
They're free.
Yes. And Daphne's bummed because she's like, well, no one's gonna believe this because our camera got lost.
Yeah.
And Bo's like, well, I'm actually a cop. But also no one will
My
believe
boss
this
might.
either.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Like, I don't even think my boss is gonna believe this, so I guess it's just us.
No one would fucking believe this.
I mean, for half of this movie, I was like, but they're gonna take a mask off, right? Like, because I'm so used to Scooby Doo, I'm like, there's someone under the mask. So, like, obviously, halfway through the movie, I was like, well, that's not possible either way. So, I'm pretty sure there's no mask.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, if you're, like, telling this to someone, they're gonna be like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
In a world where people are just constantly ghouls and masks, that's no way.
Yeah, no. So then the sun starts rising, and Daphne and Fred are, having a couple moment, and they're like, without all the zombies and cat creatures, this is actually kind of a nice place to be.
Yeah. There was a really nice shot. I don't know if it was here or somewhere else in the movie, but it was a shot of like the river and the sun kind of setting. I think it might have been this part where they're like standing on the docks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they're looking out at the sunrise.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the artists behind this, like the illustrators, were actually like popping off here. Like this was actually very pretty.
Yeah, a lot of the sunrise and sunset scenes in particular,
yeah,
were very well done with the lighting and everything.
Like I feel like the rest was like generic cartoon animation. Not to put it down, like because generic cartoon animation can be like really fun and like its own art style in itself. But I feel like they like upped the art style a little bit for some of these like stagnant shots of like sunrises and sunsets and just like shots in the distance kind of thing. They were like, actually, let's put something here, and I'm like, oh fuck, actually, whoa, what's that? That's nice.
Yeah.
that's not like just a castle or some shit, like a cartoon drawn castle, like 2D. That's fucking art.
Yeah.
Someone put a painting there.
So then we have Velma and Bo. They seem to be getting along now that he's no longer a suspect. And he's like into books and reading, and she's like, hey, I actually own a bookstore. So it's like, cool, she can help him out.
Yeah.
And then the boat starts to leave, but Scooby's not there. He's picking some peppers. He tries to get on, but his foot gets stuck.
Bro, okay, is that what happens?
What?
Okay. I was wondering what happened there, because I was like, he jumps to the end, and I was like, oh, easy to just jump right on. It's not that far from the dock, so easy. You would just jump on that and jump off. And he tried to like put his paws over there and like scoot over, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
His foot got stuck.
Okay, so that's what makes more sense.
His foot got stuck. He ended up flying over right as Snakebite caught Big Mona, but he gets distracted by seeing Scooby fly over. That Big Mona jumps out, and he's like, damn tourists.
I'd be pissed too. I mean, I'm very against fishing in itself, so I wouldn't do that. But like, if I was trying my hardest to do something all my life, and this fucking dog made me lose it 3 times in like 2 days, I would be like, oh, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah. And so then he does end up landing in the window of the Mr. Machine. So he's on the boat, and Shaggy starts giving him some food, but the cats are there.
Looking a little sus.
Yeah, they might be mad at, they just killed their owner. So.
A little bit. Sorry.
And that's the end of the movie.
Are those cats why there's a sequel? Or
no, it was just like a little like, ooh, like what's up? Maybe, I don't know. They're actually, there was Scooby Doo Return to Zombie Island, but we don't talk about that.
Okay, we don't talk about that.
It,
okay.
It was stupid because they kind of tried to retcon everything that this movie did, and we're like, oh no, it was all fake the whole time.
Oh no, we don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk again. It doesn't exist. It's fine.
That's fine. Just chill.
Yeah. Yes, that was Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. What did you think? I'm curious.
A vibe, honestly. It was nice to put on because like I was really tired last night when I put it on because. I don't know if it's my medication or it's because 911 is back, but I have not been sleeping much at night. Like, I fall asleep at like 4 in the morning, maybe. This morning it was 6 a.m. that I fell asleep because I was just reading a bunch of fanfic. So I've been like kind of tired. I've been tired from editing. I've been tired from being like on all the time, like on at work and on camera and things like that. But it was nice to be like, oh, I gotta watch this. And then I put it on and I was just like, oh yeah, this is chill. This is a chill vibe. And I got new lights from TikTok Shop for my TV, so they're like in the background of my TV. They're in the back, so it changes color based on what's happening in the.
Oh, that's cool.
The movie, it's a vibe, and so I was like, oh, you know what? This is nice. This is chill. My mom came in at one point. I think it's quite funny that when she came in, she did not question why I was watching Scooby Doo. She was probably just like, yeah, whatever. You do random shit all the time. I think it was kind of funny that she just looked at the TV for a second and went, all right, so what do you want for dinner? Like, there was no question as to why I was watching it. But it was a vibe.
Yeah.
I had a nice time. There were some things where I was just like, oh, this is definitely, as a kid's 90s, 2000s kind of cartoon. But also, one thing that really bugged me, and I don't know why, was that they didn't outline Daphne's lips. I don't know why this bugged me, but it was like, it's because like she wore like the palest like pink
she was wearing
lipstick, and then her skin was already quite pale as well, so it kind of like, it was hard to see where her lips ended sometimes and her skin like was, and I was sitting there going, I really wish they outlined her fucking lips. Like, I don't know why, but that was like a really big pet peeve for me about it.
Well, I guess I did not ever notice that.
I eventually got over the Shaggy saying like too much because I was like, that's why, because I say it all the fucking time, because maybe it's just a California thing, maybe it's a stoner thing, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But I vibe with it.
I do it too, though. I say like sometimes too.
Yeah.
It's like not needed.
I don't know what, like, I'm literally trying not to fucking say it, because I'm like trying to prove a point of like, it's literally, I can't say a sentence without it. Because every time I go to explain right now,
you want to say like blah blah blah.
I want to. It's like this, like it's like it just comes out, like it's in every fucking sentence I say. So like I understand, because at first I was. This is hard. I'm gonna try my hardest to get through this without saying it. Okay, ready? Okay. It's gonna make me sound like a fucking dictionary nerd. Okay. Tis. See it. Okay. When I saw Shaggy saying it so often, I thought to myself, gee, that's annoying. Gee. He's saying it so often. And then I thought to myself, goodness, that actually tracks, because I think I say it a bit often. And eventually I did not notice it as much, because I say that word often.
Yes.
So I vibed with it.
Yes, you did.
It was hard to get through.
It was.
See, what I want to say is like, now I'm gonna say it how I normally say it.
Okay, we're not talking about it anymore. You can say it as much as you want now. Go ahead.
I can say it how I normally say it. I was like really annoyed that like he kept count. I was like really annoyed that like he kept saying like so often, but like I say it. It kind of made me like really notice how much I say it, because I'm from I don't know if it's from California or Stoner. I don't know where the fuck it comes from, but like it's. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like I think that's a bit of me. Like I definitely understand where he's coming from, because I say it very often. So like,
I'm pretty sure we got up to around 13 times.
Fucking hell! I didn't even notice. I didn't even. Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah.
I literally, as I was saying it, I was like, oh, I think that's about like 5 or 6.
I mean, if anyone else listening could keep better track, go ahead. But like, I count 13. So.
Fucking hell.
Anyway,
what are we watching next? I'm so excited. I haven't looked because I want to be like surprised.
Okay. Well, okay. So on Twitter, I put up a poll, and there were 4 options on said poll.
Yes.
Emma, would you like to share what the options were?
Fuck, what were they? I forgot. You share them, please. I forgot what the titles are. I know the gist of some of them, but I forgot the titles.
So it was Your Sky was one of them.
Yes.
Vice Versa.
Yes.
We Are. Yes. And My Only 12%.
Yeah. A lot of these, I'm pretty sure all of them, honestly, all of them kind of had the vibe of like going about life and what life, like people going
It
through
was kind
life.
of back to the like university style
Yeah.
BLs that we, normal, which is fine because it's been a while since we've kind of touched on one of those. So
Yeah, because like first we fucking kidnap. We don't talk about that though.
we're gonna talk about
Um, and we just had
heart killers.
Thank you. Fuck it. Oh my god, am I okay? We had Heart Killers, which about assassins. Like there were, it's a very a lot of like we had Pit Babe at some point. A lot of like not dark, but like more dramatic shit, like Omegaverse killing, like
Yeah, it was very much away from normal, which is fine because it's always good to like
yeah,
kind of step out of that. But also, a lot of these four options were very like cute, fluffy university BLs. So we're kind of
yeah,
going back to that, which I think it would be nice to revisit.
more like I haven't watched like a slice of life kind of like show in a bit.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Like so this will be really nice. Like even like with regular TV shows, I haven't in a bit. I mean, 911 is like more procedural, and Squid Game is obviously like not super dystopian, but dystopian adjacent, like real / dystopian.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be watching Exo Kitty, which is kind of slice life, but it's like it's very specific to a certain genre. But like slice of life, just like kids or university students just going about life and learning, coming of age, learning how to like grow, things like that. I haven't watched shit like that in a while, and I do like stuff like that.
Well, good news is we're getting to one of them.
Yay!
Yes,
because that's pretty much all these are,
yes.
and I'm down. I mean, except for vice versa, but like, vice versa is a bit supernatural, but that's okay.
So full disclosure, on the poll,
Yes,
something went wrong with the poll, where what happened was I got a message from someone who was like, "Hey, I voted in the poll, but my vote didn't seem to count when I refreshed the page, and it won't let me vote again." And I was like, "Okay, that's weird."
That's very weird.
And then multiple people started telling me the same thing, and it was like different people. Like, so I'm wondering, because what I realized is, I don't know if maybe I accidentally set like a max to like 20 votes, because like the only number I was seeing when I kept checking was 20 votes.
Oh, okay.
And maybe there was like a cap that I accidentally put on it, or like Twitter put on it. I don't know if that was my issue or Twitter or whose issue that was.
Maybe Twitter's just being fucking annoying. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. So I have no idea. I did make a counter tweet and retweeted saying, "Hey, I've gotten word that there's some issue with this. What you can do is you can DM me like your vote, and then I'll add it manually."
Yeah.
So I did that.
Okay.
If my math was right, which I think it was, I'm pretty sure I have the results.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Would you like to venture a guess what the result is?
Honestly, it's between two for me, because they all looked really good, but I think it's between two that people would have voted for. I would have think it was either We Are or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are the two that would probably get a little more like traction from people. Even though I know someone suggested my only 12% as well, so that's obviously an option. But I hadn't even heard of, what was it? My Sky?
Your Sky.
I think. Your Sky. I know it's not Our Sky.
No.
So I hadn't even heard of that one, but the trailer was really cute. And so like I feel like the two more obvious options that people would have chosen, because it was talked about more, were We Are and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa was very fucking popular when it came out. Like a lot of people were talking about it.
But that's like 2 years ago now, if you think about it, when vice versa came out.
It's 2 years ago, yeah. And We Are was We Are around the same time, or was it like the next grouping?
I think We Are was 2024.
Yeah.
And then I think Your Sky actually like ended like a few months ago.
Okay.
So Your Sky was fresh, and then my only 12% was like
that's true. Yeah, it was a bit ago. It was 2 years ago, I think.
2-3 years ago, yeah.
Because I gotta take account into like the freshness of it all too. Because if Your Sky just came out, people might just be talking about it. But I haven't heard much about it. So.
But you're also not online that much, like with the like BL
stuff. I'm on 911 related social media, and I don't see anything else.
Yeah.
Like I saw some gifs of Osan's Love in my Tumblr that pop up.
Yeah.
And that's it. which is why I thought, oh, that looks really good. And then we watched the trailer, and I'm like, I'm glad I watched the trailer. I I'm gonna say vice versa because I know that was heavily talked about, and so I feel like a lot of people would talk about it. So
vice versa came in third.
Fuck off! Really? That's interesting. I did not pay that.
So I don't remember the number of votes because I when I was adding and doing what was there, I kind of like I forgot what they were, but I did keep track of who came in what place. So vice versa was third.
Okay, what came in fourth, and then I'll guess between the top two.
Fourth was my only 12%. Or only 12% or whatever that one.
Okay. Oh, okay. So your Sky climbed higher than I thought it was gonna. That's really interesting. Probably because it's more recent and it's fresh in minds. Yeah. But I was right about We Are being one of the top two, I think.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching the pilot trailer for We Are when the grouping of trailers came out for 2024 and being like, oh, this looks kind of cute. Like a lot, it involves a lot of people, a lot of cast.
Yeah, it's very much of an ensemble show.
Yes, and I do like an ensemble show.
I do too. Yeah.
It reminds me of movies like Love Actually and like New Year's Eve, where you follow like a crap ton. When you follow like a crap ton of different characters, and sometimes they connect and things like that. Like it's like those. And I love shit like that. Those are some of my favorite movies. So, and Your Sky did look really cute. I kind of forgot a little bit what it was fully about because like we watched the trailer, but like it's not the one that's stuck in my mind as much as the other three because I already kind of knew about the other three. So I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was about.
It was the one where the guy spills coffee on the other guy and like everyone's like scared of him.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yes, the fake relationship.
The fake dating, yes, fake dating.
Oh yes. What a great fucking trope. Okay, so we have the fake relationship or we have the ensemble with a bunch of different types of stories and a bunch of
which
is tropes.
Interesting because I know there's like for We Are, I know there's like the like there's like like enemies to lovers, there's a mentor mentee, there's a best friend's brother, and I think there's like a friends to lovers I think in there as well. Maybe.
You've kind of solidified it for me about what I think my guess is going to be.
Okay.
By saying enemies to lovers. I feel like everyone's going to be wanting to see more enemies to lovers shit than fake relationship. I love fake relationship.
Okay, remember, this isn't... I didn't pick this. Just know.
No,
I didn't vote.
No, I'm not saying you picked it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like more...
I do like an enemies to lovers.
But the big thing that a lot of people love is enemies to lovers. Like, that's... If you ask someone what their favorite trope is, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, enemies to lovers. It's the only option. Like, so... But the question is, would people vote for solely on that because there's a bunch of other tropes in there? I'm gonna say We Are. I'm gonna throw We Are because I know Your Sky is more recent, which is why people may have voted for it, which means I might be wrong. But We Are has enemies to lovers, so that's an option why it's first too. So I'm gonna say We Are.
Okay. Your Sky won.
Fuck off! I'm so bad at this. I wanted to say Your Sky, and then you said enemies to lovers, and I changed my mind. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, because I started doing like a bit of non-spoiler research on it, and I did see like the We Are, like the different like each couple is different, which I did like.
Yeah.
Which is why I brought it up. But no, Your Sky did win. A lot of the DM ones votes I got were for Your Sky, and I think there were like two or three for We Are as well. But like, yeah, because I know originally before the poll like glitched out or whatever, We Are was winning.
Okay.
But then with the DM votes I came in, Your Sky did pull, I think by like, I want to say by like 1 vote or something. So it was close between We Are and Your Sky. But Your Sky ultimately won, probably because it's fresh in people's minds and stuff. And I did hear that there's gonna be like a 3-episode special similar to like Keep I To You at some point this year. So maybe that's why as well. Hopefully we'll wrap it up before that and we can just truck on with the special or whatever.
Yay. Oh my gosh.
Next week, we will be recapping episode 1 of Your Sky.
Where do we watch it? YouTube?
I think Ichi?
Ichi? Okay. Ichi?
Hang on, I'll pull up. I have Ichi pulled up right now, so I'll check.
Yeah. I'm honestly very excited because I think it's been either a very long time or I don't think I've ever really watched something that's
all 12 episodes are on Your Sky. Or are on Ichi of Your Sky.
Okay. I'm very excited.
Anyway, join us next week for Your Sky, episode 1.
Yay.
let us know what you think, and
Yay.
yeah.
This will be great.
We will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.